The plea bargain agreement between the Director of Public Prosecutions and the accused persons Mackenzie Spencer and Nicholas Spencer led the couple to appear before Justice Isco Muhanji at the High Court International Crimes Division. The couple were facing offences of cruel, inhuman and degrading treatment, child neglect, and unlawful stay in Uganda. They pleaded guilty to all the charges.
You, Mackenzie Matthew Spencer, between December 2020 and December 2022 at Naguru in Kampala district, you intentionally inflicted physical or mental pain or suffering, male, juvenile, aged 10 years. A plea of guilty is entered. Child neglect, contrary to sections 157 and 22 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 120. And this charge is against only you, Mr. Nicholas Scott Spencer.
Chief State Attorney Lillian Omar led the prosecution and briefed court that Mrs. Spencer isolated the minor in a cold tiled room while naked.
She also made the victim sleep on a wooden slab without a mattress, repeatedly kept him naked and made him sit in one position on cold tiles with his legs crossed and folded.
Following their submissions in the agreement, counsels to the accused led by David Impanga told court that the accused were regrettable for their actions.
This wasn't a case of gratuitous cruelty. My lord, it wasn't a case of sadism or some form of perverted. The accused persons in our submission found themselves in a very difficult situation. The victim cut a fellow pupil at school with a blade.
Justice Komhanji ruled and concurred with the defense lawyers that there is a systematic problem in the country with no mechanism of taking care of unfortunate children. She sentenced Mrs. Spencer Mackenzie to a fine of 3.3 million for the offense of cruel and degrading treatment and 1.5 million for Nicholas Spencer for child neglect.
Miss Mackenzie, I sentence you to a fine. You're going to pay a fine of 3,360,000 Uganda shillings, and in default thereof, you shall serve a sentence of 2 years imprisonment. I sentence you to serve a prison term of 2 months, but you already served or you already spent on remand 3 months and 14 days. Therefore, you will not serve this sentence. I come to you, Mr. Scott. You are sentenced to a fine of 1,500,000 shillings.
She also directed the convicts to compensate the victim 100 million shillings.
And each one of you shall compensate this child to the tune of 50 million Uganda shillings, which makes it a total of 100 million Uganda shillings. That money shall be deposited on the account which is held at Bank of Uganda. It is the ODPP Asset Recovery Management Fund account. That is in the interim, pending the appointment of a trustee.
The convicts Mackenzie Spencer and Nicholas Spencer came to Uganda in 2017 and adopted children. They were arrested on 8th December 2022 after a complaint by their maid Pamela to police over the torture and neglect inflicted on a 10-year-old child. Rebecca Nantongo, UBC News.